What's up, guys? Doing an update to the pond. Um, Everything is going pretty well. All the plants are growing huge. This one's gigantic. This is peace lily plant. It kind of blooms. It has a flowering stage. I never had it happen before. It kind of interesting to see it happen, but it keeps going upwards. I'm kind of like making it go upwards. If it goes up to my ceiling, it goes up to my ceiling. I might have to put a nail in the wall or something to keep it going up. That's the live stream setup. If you guys haven't seen one of my live streams yet, basically I have the live streaming there. That's one of my Nest cameras that's connected to my like security for my cameras in my house. I could watch the fish anytime I want. It's pretty cool. I just took an acrylic vase. I put it in the water. The only bad thing is like after a week or so, you have to like wipe down the whole vase. But other than that, it's pretty cool. The hardest thing is actually doing a live stream because my personal phone, is the best thing to record because of the image quality. My older phone kind of looks like shit and is huge, so I can't even put it sideways because it doesn't fit in the vase. Basically, I can, but then I have to put the charger. I'm also need to like weigh this down a little better. I'm gonna buy sand and fill it with sand. That way I could put it lower and the sand will be heavy enough to keep it like submerged. Cause right now I have like lava rocks, so it kind of, even if I put the phone, it's kind of a janky setup. Everyone here is doing good though. I'm longer medicating this after the fungal bacterial infection, whatever we had. Everyone's doing good. All the roe fish are doing good. Everyone's accounted for. We lost a lot of mollies. Unfortunately, we lost the biggest ones we had, but everyone else is doing good. They're eating. They're active. Um, the moving bed, I changed up the castle. So basically, the castle is in the middle. I put all the lava rocks towards the middle, and I have all my ceramic biological media around the castle. You can kind of see there's like a cave entrance. I blocked the top of the skylight. There's a back part of the castle they could get out from. I just blocked the front so no light gets in, and I kind of keeps the roe fish in there, so I know how to feed them, and I could open that top part with the ceramic cubes. Open that, put the food in, and, keep these guys from just devouring it. They can go inside there, but they won't go in as fast as they used to because they'd be so focused on the food outside. The baby roefish do like the rocks right here, and it just helps me keep everything towards the middle. It helps me keep everyone like centered piece. That way I could spot feed, or I can feel confident that they're eating. You know. Other than that, everything's good. The moving bed filter, I didn't throw it away. I actually redid it. I actually used my pump. This is a new pump. I just got a new one because it's cheap. Actually, a really nice pump. So for the price, yeah, it's a really nice pump. So that's the moving bed filter. Maybe a little too powerful, but if anything, super strong. Everything's moving around in there. Max speed, max friction. I put it on the lowest setting possible, so it might be moving too fast to the point like no biological media, or I mean biological bacteria, is actually growing on there because they're hitting each other too fast. But I think eventually, as long as that's there, some is gonna grow, and then they're gonna just be fresh new bacteria nonstop. To be honest, water clarity is amazing right now. I just did a water change, I think about 2 days ago. It's a little bit of duckweed in here, but duckweed usually can grow in here. I don't know why. Um, I at one time I did have the whole pond with duckweed, and then it just dies off. I don't know what's going on with that, but I just took all the duckweed out that aquarium. It looking amazing from here. The plants look really bad because they kind of suffer from duckweed. But I am gonna be replanting that, redrifting that, and I want a new whole setup for that. I want it to look good. I'm tired of the like. It's always been like my stepchild, to be honest, when it came to my aquarium. So I want it to look good. Everyone's doing good in here. I haven't noticed anyone having babies. I have noticed really small ones, but I don't know if those are juveniles for like 2 months ago, maybe one. We have two female betas in here, and they're doing good. I'm a little better at CO2. A long time ago, we had about 10 or maybe 15 female betas in here, but I didn't know how sensitive they were to CO2, so eventually they all died randomly, and I haven't really been back to buying them because they're kind of expensive buying female betas like over and over. So I kind of just stayed off from it. But now every time I go to the fish store, I always like get a female beta. I'm like, oh, let me save you, put you here. Ooh, there's the real fish. Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie, he scared the shit out of me just now. I hate it when they do that. But yeah, he's cool. Like I said, the small ones like it right there. I don't know when the huge one likes it right now. He actually could still fit in these cubes, like that little hole in the middle, and they could go through it. I'm gonna be real excited when they get too big and they can't fit in those because they're actually gonna have to come out a lot more. But they do have to come up for air eventually, so I do see them like that. I do target feed them as much as I can. Um, I'm gonna be trying to make my own fish food very soon. I looked up a lot of recipes online. All I need is an actual blender to do it, and then I'm gonna start doing that and making my own ice cubes. Uh, just so it's a little less expensive feeding high protein, because I mean Petco robs you. I don't even like Petco. I like Amazon, but even Amazon doesn't have everything. Like like even you going for like an API water conditioner, that shit is like $20 at Petco, versus if you go to Amazon, it's $9 for the 16-ounce bottle, and the 16-ounce bottle at Petco is $20. When I bought it, and the lady told me the price, I thought she was fucking bugging, cause I was like, "Yo, lady, what the fuck?" I was like, "Did you charge me twice on the same bottle?" And she was like, "No, this is the price of one bottle." I only bought it because I needed it the night of, and I didn't want to have it delivered 2 days later, so I just bought it. But still, that is too crazy. Even my local fish stores don't sell something like that for like $20. That's crazy. 16 ounces, by the way. That's insane. Yeah, but I like the way the tank is looking. I like the view from the live stream. I like watching my fish at work. It's just it's all fun. It's all fun, new things. Everything I've been doing new is really fun. If I could get the camera down lower, I just need something that make it heavier so I could put the camera lower. Because if I don't have nothing heavy enough for this, the vase would just float. So I'm gonna have to find something super heavy I could put in the bottom. But I don't want it has to be heavy but not take up a lot of space. So I'm thinking of just putting sanding there, wetting the sand, and having that weigh that down. My only thing is I don't know if the sand will be heavy enough. But also I can maybe get some like some weighted sand they use for like sandbags. It's a different material, it's more dense, more heavy, so I might use one of those. I don't know. I got some ideas. I'm gonna try some of them. I was actually trying to think of doing a little aquarium like that for like shrimp with a vase that big. Because I think it's about, I wouldn't say 5 gallons, but maybe 3 gallons. It would be pretty cool for like a shrimp tank or a little shrimp. They'll like custom build like that. I could put it. I kind of wanted to put a tank on my little desk, but all in due time. And I said we lost a lot of mollies, but every time I look, I don't know why. It just felt like my molly population doubled for no reason, or maybe the babies grew up, but it seems like there's a lot of them now. I lost all the guppies to the bacterial infection, fungal infection, which I think they fucking brought, which unfortunate. Shit happens. That's the first time I had fish bring in something like that. Um, I don't have a quarantine set up. I probably would never have a quarantine set up. But I am gonna just have. I probably will very be more close-eyed on the fish, to be honest, because that whole shit was crazy. I'm not gonna use their These two are huge. I did lose a couple corridors. Sad about that. I hate buying corridors, but I might buy some again, just to like up the numbers. Because these guys do get really depressed when you have them like by themselves. I do want to cut. I want to put a couple more Amazon swords in here. I have Amazon swords all around here. I want to put some over there. I tied a Java fern to all these trees. I put Java ferns in some of these cubes so they grow out. I put some Java fern there. I put Java fern all over there. You know, that's going to grow out nicely. Other than that, nothing else, to be honest. Any new fish I'm adding in here? No real ideas. We have the roe fish. We have the mollies. I might add a couple female betas. I do want to add more mollies, like different colors. And over time, just take out the yellow and black ones and just have more variety of them. I want like a little rainbow going, you know. I want the Dalmatians. I definitely want the... I want some of the Selfins, the all black ones, because they have blue scales, so they're not all black. But I do want those guys. Oh, my spotted pleco came out. I don't really get to show it on camera, so I'm gonna go over there. It's real sensitive to being seen. It's annoying. But he's looking good. I haven't been able to get a good sight on him. Got the frogs. I've been thinking about putting the frogs inside the pond. The only problem with the dwarf frogs, I don't think they go do good in here. I think they would struggle to find the food. I think all these guys would just eat the shit and they would never touch it and then they'll die. So I'm not gonna do that. They've been leaving the shrimp alone for fucking months now, so I think it should be good as well. They're partially blind. They're not good hunters, but if there's food around, they will find it. Some people feed them on a petri dish. I don't like doing stuff like that. If a fish has to be hand fed, I don't want it. If I could train them to find their own food, I'm gonna do it. You know? That's just me. I had them for about 3 or 4 months now. They're doing fine. They're kind of fat. So I'm doing something right. But that whole petri dish thing, I mean, it's I get the point of it, but also I'm like, if it can't find food in a 30-gallon, then like that's not my fear. That's not. Maybe it shouldn't be, you know, in a fish tank, you know. I mean, honestly, some fish that you put in a tank and you have to do so much to feed them, it's like, how do you survive in the wild? Like, honestly, like, what do you do out there? Do you just wait to get blessed? I don't know. I did want African dwarf frogs in here, but only problem, I have the roe fish in here. They might try to eat the roe fish. I don't want that happening because I kind of like the roe fish. Even though I don't get to see them. African dwarf frogs, they're very personality. They go everywhere. Only problem with them, those guys are huge. They get huge. They'll be the size of my palm. And they'll probably eat everything in here, so, you know. But that's also another thing that I've been kind of putting my head around here. I've been thinking of getting rid of all the mollies and putting something bigger in here, like a bichir. Maybe some sort of eel setup, because I really love the roe fish. I love eels more. You know, I can't do something like a Monterey. I could technically do a Monterey, but not in here. If I did a Monterey eel, I'd probably have to take out all the decorations, just so there's more like room and space. But I don't think I would do a Monterey. Maybe something smaller, like a bichir, like a Senegal bichir, maybe just 1 or 2. If I put a bichir in here, they're probably like eat everything, legit. I don't want to do that. I want a bloodbath in my aquarium. But I'm gonna see how it goes with the mollies. Eventually, these guys gonna breed so much. I'm actually gonna have to just like take them to a pet store and get a trade. But if I could never, if If that becomes a hassle, then yeah, I probably will stop with the polys. Cause these guys, once these guys get of age, the breeding gets out of control. I'm gonna be honest. I had three separate females having a litter like every month, and then I tried adding predators to the pond to eat them, and then the predators will not eat them. They'll just wait for me to feed them, and then the roadfish are here to eat the mollies, mind you. People told me they're ambush predators. They'll just wait around, hang around stuff, and just snatch up baby fish. They don't do that. I have a huge one in here. He does not does he just doesn't do it. If he is doing it, it's not enough. So there's been a couple of like predator options I've been thinking of. I wanted to add a predator that would eat them but not be like a savage, you know? But that's always a hard thing to like find, you know, like, oh, can I get like a medium savage? Like someone that won't go that hard, but like, you know, every once in a while he sees a baby and he just snatches it up, you know. It's real hard to like I guess find that in the store or something. But I am rolling my mind around it. I'm trying to find some sort of predator. I seen African I think the African butterfly fish, it kind of a fish that looks like it's swimming upside down, or it looks upside down, and it stays to the surface, and it's an ambush predator. And I think I might add that. But knowing my luck, it'll probably eat all the cherry barbs and the neon tetras. The cherry barbs always been here. They're kind of like this group of cherry barbs is probably my oldest group of fish I have ever had, except for like the one or two neon tetras that are in here, and the ember tetras that are super small. You can barely see them, but they're in here. So, actually, are the ember tetras? Are the ember tetras in here? I see them sometimes. I don't see them all the time, but they're in here. They're in here somewhere, I swear. But also next week, I'm trying to have the electricity done in my living room. Once that's done, I'm thinking about like a 75 gallon. Trying to maybe get a 75 gallon going. I think my roefish is beefing with the crayfish. Actually, I think he just ate the crayfish. That's not. I didn't think he would do that. Oh no, he just pushed the crayfish out the way. That's fine. I moved the crayfish in here because literally I was just filming a couple of minutes ago and realized that since I took off all the plants, he was actually chasing the shrimp around. He almost caught the pregnant one, so I took him out. I'll put him in here. I'm gonna be 100% honest. He's probably gonna die in here, and I'm 100% okay with it. He's kind of an oddball that I put in the 30 gallon. He was doing fine. I just risk management. I didn't want him eating all the shrimp, so you know he could do fine in there. I don't know, but we'll see. This guy's growing pretty big. He's a male. I haven't sexed the other ones yet. I have 3 ember or red plecos in here. Now, honestly, the reds might go in the pond eventually. They're not. They're supposedly they're not supposed to get huge. They're one of the smaller size ones, but eventually, all plecos are going in the pond. This guy is fat. Look at him. The chunky guy. Colors look nice. He's been eating good. We got another pleco in there. But yeah, guys, that's all the updates I got for you. I am getting new driftwood pieces for the 30 gallon. I might put some in here, but this has enough wood, to be honest. I got all these rods, got these woods. All of that over there is just wood pieces. I got a huge driftwood piece right there. It's for them to hide. I'm good on driftwood here. Right now, I want to add more aquatic plants. Most of the plants in here are hydroponic. Most of all these vines you see, that's pothos. This huge lily plant going through there. All I have is maybe one, two, three, four. I have maybe 4 or 5 Amazon swords, Java fern, and that's it. That's not enough. So I want that whole side to be Amazon sword. Just one right next to this, but I want to add one like to that back space right there. I want that all to be planted. Maybe 3 or 4 Java fern. I mean Amazon swords or something else I get. I don't want something viney. I want something bushy and kind of full, kind of like these. But that's it for this video. I don't have really more updates. I am eventually, I'm changing these lights. I'm going high voltage, bigger. Um, I mean these are fine. These are fine too. I just want to upgrade it. You know, it's been it's been a while, and they're bright, but they got pretty dim over time. They're not like crazy. You know. So I'll let you guys know how that's doing. The CO2's been doing good. I have my CO2 connected to the airstone if you like notice, but that's just because my diffuser broke and I'm currently looking for one that's not kind of trash. 'Cause a lot of diffusers I see, they get clogged within like 5 seconds, so I'm trying to find a nice one. So thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Always look up for a live stream. I'm not always in the live stream sometimes, but if you leave a message, I'll always get back to it later. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.